There we go, we've got our naval headquarters as well. Oh right, the road network, we should probably upgrade that. I mean, a bit less icy, but that's honestly okay. We're not really hurting in that regard. Yeah, we did get up to 11,000 money now, so we've probably got some extra quite recently. Oh, yeah, we can see a little bit extra in here. Information, so we know that there's like one semi-motorized division, fascist militia, there's a garrison, and then some headquarters, I reckon. Pocket battleship advance, excellent. Light cruiser escort role, naval bomber prototype. Right, so let's have a look at the pocket battleship. So we can still keep researching that, excellent. And now at this stage, I think it's time for us to, let's have a look at the stats now. So the convoy attack on the pocket battleship is definitely higher than on the heavy cruiser. The sea attack is still a bit less. It does have a bit less air attack as well. But I suppose it doesn't have all the bonuses from the various AA. Shore bombardment is still 2. So it's not really going to be that great, but we're going to build 1 nonetheless. I'm going to even put that to the top of the list. So, with the current speed, our first pocket battleship is going to be completed end of April 1944. It's probably going to speed up a little bit before that, but yeah, that's going to be the scale of things. And there's even more mod, as one might expect, like cruiser crew training, carrier crew training. Is that actually? That's down here. Close airborne crew training, twin engine pilot training. That one. There's so many texts in here that we're researching, but one by one we're done with them. At least for this year, then we're going to restart them next year. Okay, looks like the UK is now retaking a lot of the North Africa here, and it's just, that's causing a lot of problems. I suppose, oh, Madagascar is still in the Italian hands, but it looks like British have managed to get a breakthrough over here. And they're slowly approaching Ethiopia. So that might be the end. Oh! Wait a minute. Yeah, they've got some troops down here as well. How? I'm not entirely sure, but they managed to do that. So it is very likely that Ethiopia will fall soon enough. Afghanistan has started losing some ground in, well, mostly in the south, I suppose. Still occupy a little bit of Kashmir and all that sort of region, but yeah, I think Afghanistan is going to fall soon enough. We can see some German submarines down here off the coast of Scotland. It's mainly the firing range as a whole that makes the pocket battleship a bit better than heavy cruiser. They're a bit comparable, hence why they downgraded it to cruiser practical. That makes sense. Okay, another division. I think we're going to start building it down here. There we go. There's going to be another corps soon done. Actually, that's going to be May. It's going to be April. And partially in May. So we might actually have... You know what? We're going to put the extra mechanized corps over here somewhere to help in the East Prussia and then start pushing in. Although, is this the second infantry? Yeah, that's full. That's full. That's full. Alberta's army is full. I know that Unsung's army is also full. Yeah, it most certainly is. Are we at least having supplies in here? For the most part, we are having a little bit. Just double checking that no Lithuanian matlads have done a landing in Ecuador or something. But luckily they haven't. I wonder... Oh, yeah, they're being pushed back here. I really wonder how many troops there are actually on the island here. And I suspect that the Allies might even have the air superiority in there, because I'm pretty sure that the Germans are not really sending that many planes into Italy itself. So it's mostly the Allied planes against Italy. Oh, right, we've got a bit of extra production available here again. We're still a bit low on manpower. I mean, not necessarily low, but we have been using a lot of manpower. It might be best for us to spend some more... You know what? Let's have a look at where the supply lines go. But down here especially. There seems to be a little bit extra, but at the same time there might be some lacking. That's going to allow us to get the construction practical up as well a little bit. Although, frankly, at this stage of the game we already should have gone, or should be much higher on practical if we were to get the practicals up fully, because it's just... It's going to take a while. Build it. Yeah, so that's going to be a bit of a road going in, and I suppose... is the Prague? It is getting the radars. Do we have any radars in Danzig? No, not yet, but we could do that. And now we just got a little bit extra in the other sections. Practicals is a bit hard to max. It's mainly the US and USSR that can keep up with the decay rate. Yeah, that's also true. Like, getting it a little bit higher probably wouldn't hurt. Especially if and when we start fighting the Axis and need to build quickly some pillboxes on the river lines and all that sort of stuff. I'm still quite interested to see how, like, which side is going to win in Sicily. In the meanwhile, let's have a look at how the Japan... Okay, so Japan has taken the islands back for sure. Oh, there's a bit of French rebellions probably in Indochina. Oh, some of this is occupied by the Australians. Interesting. So that might be part of it. I mean, I suppose if they can manage to take Hanoi and Saigon back to the French hands, that might kind of stop the decay rate of the... Like, they won't be giving up immediately. Even Germany can get stuck around 5 to 7 construction practically if they cannot just build. They need more troops and such. Yeah, that's true. How much do we have? We got 4.8. So, yeah. Not very high. But it's enough so that we don't pay extra for the things. Necessarily. Oh. There's a bit of Japanese being cut out over here. It looks like the... Yeah, the British are pushing the Japanese back in India now. At least in the southern half of the front there. And then more and more of Afghanistan is being occupied. Is there anything... Oh, and now the Americans have a port in Egypt, which might help them quite a bit. Do they have a port in Australia yet? No, not yet at least. I remember, at least in some version, they do get a port in there as well, but that might be a separate event. Japanese supplies may have collapsed at this point, and UK is counterattacking. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they probably lost a lot of convoys, to be fair, which may be causing some supply issues, and then, yeah, it just keeps piling up. Oh, frigate class advance, excellent. Is that something that we are still researching? No, it is not. Not right now, anyway. We're going to get the light cruiser class upgrades, or light and heavy cruiser upgrades soon enough as well. There we go, so another infantry division. Is that's the full core? Right, so that's going to be at least a little bit extra troops for the mountain area here, so we can maybe keep pushing a bit faster. Or at least we can have some combats without immediately dying. Did these have the... It's got the mixed support, so that's going to allow them to shoot down some enemy planes as well, if they are under attack. But mobile unit command and control, that's probably ahead of time now. Yeah, it is. My cruiser class is going to be done now. There we go. So we can start researching more of the cruiser stuff. I'm going to try to get the cruisers really up to date, but it's probably going to take quite a while actually. We can get the armament for sure. And then there's the engine, screws, and hull optimization. Armor thickness. We'll get layouts, and yeah, there's a few options in there. That we're still at 201 research, and we're down to 70 points in research. Actually, that's something that we could probably increase again. I don't think we need quite this much officers anymore. Especially since we kind of slowed down the speed that we are building troops right now. And we did have to get a lot. Oh, railroad network advance. Excellent. So we can get the bonus from that. Railway level 7. And then we can also get the Grand Battle Plan infrastructure and transport development. So supply consumptions on various logistical units will go down, and also fuel consumptions on those will go down. And the supply transfer cost goes down. So that is really useful technology. Right, so, oh man. So there's just Hitler, a garrison, and the other political leaders in there. So if we were to encircle that, that would be a point where we could maybe capture them. But it's just trying to wait for the correct timing this time. Before we attack. I mean, assuming that the Italians get beaten back all the way down here to the toe of the boot, then at that point it might be correct timing. But right now, since they're still just fighting back and forth in Sicily, it's too risky. Although I don't know how much armies the Germans have down here now. And are the Allies able to block the enemy troop movements through there or not? Dual-purpose guns and air strike tactics. Is that? Dual-purpose guns is ahead of time now. Oh yeah, the last level is 1945. It is a bit ahead of time then. Heavy cruiser class tomorrow. Actually, that reminds me, we should probably get another cruiser underway. A light cruiser. Get even 2 of them. They're not all that expensive. They do take a while to build. Actually, how long is that to build? 22 months. Oh wow, that's almost 2 years to build. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But there we go, we've got the heavy cruiser upgrade. We can get the heavy cruiser armament researching. And then we could maybe build another heavy cruiser as well. That's 27 months. Okay. That's more than 2 years to build. That takes a while. Right, so how is the situation in Indochina? Still quite chaotic in there by the looks of it. I don't think we need to worry about that. Light aircraft factory is excellent. Small warship armament advances. And more interceptors. Right. Also building more and more, or placing more and more of them as barracks, so we can have several units that are kind of reserve wings there. Because a lot of carriers should already start pumping out mechanized troops and the like. They should start amassing more troops in different fronts. I would hope so, yeah. I mean, they are historically in the war already, so they probably have done some decisions to start building. Actually, do I have spies in USA? I do not. Is they a priority for me? Yes, but they have probably spotted all my spies. Maybe I should increase the intelligence a little bit. Go to like 2 points. As a spy every 4 days. Might be just enough to keep up with the decay. So we could maybe have a bit of a glimpse of what's going on in there. Okay, 97, not 90, 79.7 unity more or less. So soon we can get the heavy industry. Submarine fire control advances. That's good. Right, so when we get another heavy cruiser in June, another light cruiser in August. Epoch capabilities, high explosive ammunition, small warship engine advance, so we can get the destroyer upgrade now. Yeah, let's do that. And what is ahead of time now? It's the... oh. High explosive ammunition. Oh, yeah, it is a bit ahead of time. To be fair, stuff like this is what is giving the heavy cruisers quite an advantage over the pocket battleships, because we really haven't gotten the ammunition upgrades yet for them. Once we start getting them, I mean, we are slowly researching, but it's going to take a while. But once we do get those, that's going to give the pocket battleships a bit of a boost. I'm going to reduce the reinforcements down a little bit. It seems like the need for that has kind of dropped. Somewhat permanently. Crown attack focus, is that in the Blitzkrieg? Yes. We can cancel that one. There we go. Radar for capital ships. Is that ahead of time now? Oh, yes. Yes, it is. 1944. Oh, we're going to get a radar upgrade as well. It increases the radar efficiency and provincial anti-air efficiency. Which, to be fair... Oh, coastal submarine class advance. Excellent. Naval underway replenishment. Army crew command structure. There's the naval replenishment that is ahead of time. I mean, it does increase the range of the ships quite nicely. And then... what was the thing that we got? Another thing... oh, it may have been down here. Oh yeah, army crew command structure. Sunlight at last. Crucifier control, computing... oh. Saudi Arabia is trading. Saudi Arabia is not part of the Axis yet. No, not yet at least. Are they getting close? They are kind of getting closer. At the same time, we're still very slowly trying to drift towards the Allies. But it's not going all that quickly. Oh, and the Americans being pushed back again. Like, man, there's the amount of manpower that must have been lost here. Actually, speaking of manpower that has been lost, Italy has about 100 manpower. How much does Germany have? 1,300, according to our spies. Of course, we got one spy each, so it's not really reliable. Fire control system training. Okay. Got more of the cruiser fire control stuff there, but I don't think I'm going to put those into the research queue quite yet. Right, so did I have a decide? Yeah, I did want to get these mechanized troops into East Prussia, I think. I'm going to get one more infantry corps into the Italian front. But yeah, I mean, we had a bit of experimenting with the war against the Germans, but it didn't really go all that well, so we just decided to wait. And I think... I honestly don't know how much longer we need to wait before we are in a position to strike. I mean, now that we are slowing down expanding our militia, I'm pretty sure that the Axis have not really done. I mean, Italy may have. Italy also may have lost quite a bit of troops in all around. Must be fail. Yeah, we'll get them next round. But this time we'll also have a lot more mechanized troops. Oh, there we go. Also say it was successful. Armor metallurgy. Oh, hold on a minute. That's one of the special techs here. Yeah, there's that one. When do we get the rocket propelled? Oh, we need to get the infantry anti-tank weaponry up. So we can get that this year. ...1944 will be the sure date, but they may be invaded at some point. Other place in the year or the next. Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, at this stage, we should have enough kind of firepower to punch through the early defenses. Oh, they got tanks over here. Should be able to punch through the early defenses in a lot of places. And especially try to get to the Po River. That would be really important. But like, now with all the extra troops in the Italian front, that might actually be possible to punch through. And yeah, also at the same time destroy the troops in the pockets here. Although these pockets are going to have a lot less troops this time.